Now, Cheetah, a lot of people are looking at Hurricane Delta.
Yep.
How do you think that it will impact the Galveston area?
Well, really, it's going to be with the seas, the elevated surf, really choppy conditions out there. So you definitely, if you can, avoid the beach here for today. It's going to be a whole lot better starting tomorrow and right through the weekend, and it's going to be warm as well. This morning, what's creating that some breezy to gusty winds that will take you throughout the day, and we're also tracking rain. So poor visibility once you head closer to the coastline as well. So showers draped across the area, basically 45 eastbound and closer to the coast. And that's where today we may pick upwards of about an inch plus of rain. Otherwise, areas west of town, a very different story, probably about a tenth of an inch of rain today. Let's put this into a forecast track. Expected to make landfall in southwest Louisiana, probably closer to Cameron around 5 to 7 p.m. tonight, and then races off to the east coast. So really beginning early tomorrow morning, whenever you wake up Saturday through the weekend, it should be really nice. Let's talk about some of the local impacts. So winds are going to be breezy this morning to really strong this afternoon. We've got sustained winds around 25 miles per hour in Galveston this morning, around 10 to 15 once you head inland. Winds are going to pick up throughout the day, pausing our future track around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Take a look. We could be looking at gusts upwards of about 50 miles per hour. Sustained winds today between about 35 to even 40 along the coastline. Inland, we could be looking at gusts up to about 25 to even 35 miles per hour. That dramatically drops once we head into this evening. So I think our winds will peak early afternoon by 6, 7, 8 o'clock tonight upon landfall. That's when our local conditions will really start to die down, and that'll continue the trend overnight. Rain, how much we're expecting up until about tomorrow, 5:30. Take a look between about a half to an inch of rain. Areas closer to the, once you head to the border there between Texas and Louisiana, those rain amounts continue to go up. Today, I've got the chance for showers throughout the day. Breezy to gusty conditions inland and areas north of town. Again, probably up to about 25, max 35 miles per hour, closer to the coastline, upwards of about 50. So local impacts are wind and rain and really elevated surf. Tomorrow through Sunday, it's back to the mid to low 90s, a whole lot of that sunshine, and then we keep it really nice all of next week. So it is just today, all eyes on Hurricane Delta. Again, that landfall between about 5 to 7 p.m. in southwest Louisiana. I'll send it back to you.
Yes, and we will also have live updates for you coming up in the 5 o'clock hour on Delta. Your time now is 4:50. Coming up, felony charges in a bizarre case from the entertainment world after an argument between two rappers ended in gunfire.